Sure. You know, I love adventure, but that's not really the word that has the most meaning or resonance for me. Out of this list, for me, it's all about freedom. My husband thought I'd lost my mind when, as an adult, I told him that one of my major goals was to learn to drive a motorcycle. I'd had a buddy in university who I rode with a lot, but I never knew how to drive a motorcycle. Well, this is where we realized a couple of our value structures started to clash. My husband and I are very connected on a values base for a lot of things, but he is an Enneagram 9, really was challenged with this whole concept of freedom when it came to me driving a motorcycle. And what I described to him is that it wasn't just purely about a motorcycle. It was about, at a time of my life with small kids in a practice, even to drive the bike back and forth to the office, the patients thought I was crazy. I had a lot of the grandmotherly patients or the motherly patients that all sat down and gave me lectures. My father disowned me for a couple of weeks. I mean, it brought up so much emotion in other people, and for me, it was less about riding or driving the motorcycle, but it represented pure freedom in my life. If you get that clear on these words and how much they matter to you, you notice that I could do something that everybody else thought I was crazy and having a midlife crisis early. But I could do it, and it brought that freedom into my life, or that sense of freedom at a time where I had little kids in my house and at the practice, and it's like I felt like I had no time to me. So on these lists, you know, for some Enneagram 7s, or for some of you in the room that you really like that energy of adventure, is it more about passion? I can't tell you how many of you have lost your passion for chiropractic. For some of you in this room, chiropractic is a job. You know what? That saddens me. Chiropractic is miraculous. If it's a job to you, we've got to wake you up, create that awakening, bring that passion back, or we've got to get you out of this. Because you know what? Chiropractic needs us. Chiropractic needs that passion. I mean, are you willing to go to jail for chiropractic? I'm going to say 99% of you in this room, you would absolutely stop what you were doing if you were threatened. And how do I know that? Because you're threatened by insurance companies and you're not taking a stand. You're threatened by people who don't like you, and you're not taking a stand and saying who we are and what we do. That means that as a profession, I think we need more Enneagram 7 energy, because I think it's time that we connect back with that passion. Why do we do what we do? More importantly, you need to connect back with some passion. Why are you a chiropractor? Now let's talk about our favorite, the Enneagram 8s, because of course they want to control us. And I have a son. I have an oldest son who is an Enneagram 8. And for him, it's not about control in here. It's more for him about strength. As an 18-year-old young man, he's not trying to control me. He's just trying to create strength in his own life, isn't he?